At the end of the last part of this screencast, we pointed out that typically the first customer in the list we're calling line is being served by the teller. That means that in this example, there are only 2 customers waiting, not 3. We'll need to be careful about that as we write our line length method, because line length is supposed to return the number of customers waiting in line. We'll be sure that we only call this function when the teller has already had a chance to begin serving the first person in line. So if this list contains 0 customers, no one is waiting in line. But if it contains 1 customer, this customer is being served by the teller, and again, no one is waiting. If the length of the list that we're calling line is 0 or 1, that is, if it's less than 2, no one is waiting. If there are 2 or more customers in the line, then all except the first is really waiting. We get the complete number of customers in line, subtract 1 for the first who's not really waiting, and what's left, in our case 2, is the number who are actually waiting. Now let's continue by writing the do 1 second method, which is responsible for simulating 1 second of time in the bank. What happens during 1 second at the bank? First, the clock ticks, and the time increases by 1. Second, it's possible that a new customer arrives. We'll use our chance function with the probability we calculated to give the correct chance that some customer will arrive. We'll be at this point here with some probability, the probability being the one that we calculated before. If we do get to this point, it means that a new customer has arrived. And we'll add them to the list. We'll assume that there will be a class for customers, and therefore that we can create a new one this way. So during 1 second at the bank, time increases by 1. A customer may arrive. The customer currently being served by the teller, if there is one, may complete his or her transaction. We'll delegate that work to a different method called finish customer. And if the teller is free and someone is waiting, a new customer may begin their transaction. We'll delegate that to a function called start customer. So now we need to write these 2 methods, and we need to write our customer class. We'll continue from here in the next part of the screencast.